You can take the escalator. Come back. Say hi, Fanny. Oh, so beautiful. Shake your head. Good boy. What's happening? Alright, so it's been a little while. I would say it's been... Hold on. I want to give you guys a little, I guess... Here we go again. I wanted to give you guys a little... So, the vegan diet, by the way, that noise in the background is a dishwasher, so bear with me. It's going good so far. I guess the hardest thing for me would be knowing what to eat and I guess prepping your meals. Because, so I haven't been craving anything yet, like In-N-Out or Chick-fil-A or steak or whatever. I don't know if it just hasn't been long enough. I mean, it's only been 3 weeks, but Serena's been doing good too. I just think we haven't been getting enough food, so now we go to Sprouts and we get all of our stuff there, and it seems like that place is pretty good for getting vegan stuff and healthy stuff. I'm sure there's other places, but that's the closest to us. That's going good so far. I have noticed a change. You know the little blubber at the bottom of your stomach that when you sit there you try to cover it with your seatbelt, or you pull your pants up to your chest to cover it? I don't know what that's like. So I wanted to, I know I told you guys, obviously I'm doing the whole vegan thing, and then I wanted to share any struggles with like me trying to do modeling and start my own clothing business and whatever. The clothing business, I'm still doing that. My dad's coming over tomorrow to help me get some things figured out with the machines and all that. The modeling, very interesting. I wanted to share with you guys. So I haven't shared my whole story with modeling. So I think in 2015, I tried out for America's Next Top Model just for fun. Someone actually messaged me and said I should, so I just applied online. And I got to the top 20 to getting on the show. And I believe there were like 2,000 people that tried out. So there's 10 guys, 10 girls. So I made it to top 20, and the top 20 you have to sign contracts. It's like a 92-page contract, and it's like a whole bunch of stuff. And they said if I make it, then Tyra Banks will be calling me, and she will be letting me know that I made it. If I don't make it, then I won't get a call. And I had to be on call for like, I don't know, it was like a month or something like that. But even now, I'm still waiting. I still got my phone next to me at all time. So she didn't call, so I was a little bummed because I was kind of excited. So I guess what I'm trying to do is share with you guys all the failures, and I've finally had a little bit of success recently. So I want to share how many times I've failed to get to this point. So I tried out for America's Next Top Model, didn't make it. Then I applied for LA Models, which is an agency in LA. I applied online, and they sent me a message to come in, which is a good thing because that's like step 2. And then once you make it past that, then you're on with them. And one of the guys said, there's a panel of 3 judges, he's one of them. If 2 out of the 3 want me, then I make it on the team. LA Models is like a big agency. So I was all excited, thinking I was gonna get it. And of course, didn't happen. So this is in 2015 still. And then I applied to management. They called me in the same day. They messaged me, it was like 9 at night, and they had me send in like an audition tape and some pictures and stuff like that. And they called me in, and I went in, I applied. Oh yeah, by the way, this whole time I don't have a comp card or portfolio or anything that you're supposed to have, and I didn't even know. So I'm going in all confident, like, oh yeah, I almost made on America's Next Top Model. No, I didn't even make it. And next thing you know, they asked me if I had that, and I said no, and then all of a sudden he's like, okay. Like, what does that mean? Okay, like, whatever. So they said they'll call me back if I made it within 2 days. Still waiting, you know. Anyway, didn't make that. Then I got with Saxon Studios, which a friend worked there, and she asked me if I wanted to try out, so I sent in some pictures and blah blah blah. And they signed me, and I was like, yes, my first agency. Well, after like a couple jobs, I wasn't getting any phone calls or any messages, and this was like 3 months later, 2 months later. So I'm contacting them, emailing them, texting, calling, whatever, and I didn't get anything back. And so I was like, okay, that's weird. And so, dang it. And so I finally got a hold of my friend, and I was like, what's going on? And they're like, oh, we went bankrupt. I was like, are you kidding me? So I finally get with somebody, and then they go bankrupt. So it's kind of like, nice try, you thought you had it, but no. So I was like, all right, I can play this game, you know? So before I moved to Arizona, it was like 2 days before, I was like, I'm just gonna walk into Wilhelmina. And mind you, Wilhelmina is like one of the biggest agencies, and I was frightened by it, and I didn't want to go, and I kept putting it off for months and months. Finally, I went in, I walked in, the lady, all she did was ask me, she's like, do you love modeling? And I was like, yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, what else are you gonna say? And that was like her main question, and she's like, all right, we'll contact you if we want you. And I'm like, okay, you're telling me that you ask everyone that question, and that's your answer. Well, anyways, I failed that one too. So that's like strike 10. Since then, I've applied to 10 or more agencies online. Didn't get anything. So now it's like strike 15. And then I found, it was like 2 weeks ago, I was on Facebook. It was a sponsored post on Facebook. And I was like, okay, what is this? And it said, Arizona on Saturday, and this was like a Tuesday, Preview Models is putting something up for tryouts for a fashion runway show in Hollywood in the summer. And it's with America's Next Top Model, get back at them, you know. Preview Models, this agency, and Project Runway. I was like, all right, I'm gonna do this. I made up my mind. I was like, 2017, I'm gonna start really pushing it. Looking through my notes here. So I decided I was going to, one, put my full effort in and put myself in uncomfortable positions, which I've always heard and read that that's the way you find success is being uncomfortable, because success never is. And I was like, what the heck, I failed so many times, I might as well just make 2017 my year of failure. And another quote that I like is, failure is the prerequisite to success. And I was like, okay, well, I guess you have to fail. And I've been failing, so what's the difference? So I'm gonna go. I don't care. I'm nervous as heck. I'm sweating bullets. Whatever. So, long story short, I go there, 600 people are trying out, and I'm like, okay, well, this isn't happening. But I try out, we gotta go do a runway, do the catwalk. But first off, I didn't know it could be so dang hard to walk when I had to do that. When I had to do the runway or the catwalk, I suddenly forgot how to walk. My knees were locked, and I was like I'm doing the robot down the aisle, and everyone's watching, and I was just like, oh my gosh. So anyway, I talked to the judge, and he said he liked what he saw. I was trying to be as professional as possible. He liked that I brought a portfolio and everything, and so I was like, whatever, like, that's good, but I already failed. And mind you, on the way there's so many times I wanted to turn around, and I was just like, oh, like, I don't want to do this. It's so uncomfortable and awkward, and I'm nervous, and I hate being nervous, and blah blah blah. So anyway, I was like, whatever, I'm gonna do this. So now I talked to him. He's like, if we pick you, we'll call you from 6 to 9 p.m. tonight. And I'm like, oh crap, okay. So you can bet your arses that I left my phone next to me from 6 to 9, and I had it on full, and I was double checking. I didn't even hit the lock button. Oh yeah, Serena's weird. It's weird backgrounds. I don't even know what this is. But I didn't even hit the lock button. Like when I'd open my phone and I'd be like on it doing whatever, I'd set it down just in case they called and I hung up on them. Even though in the back of my head I'm like, okay, they're not gonna want me, but whatever. So I'm getting the bath ready, put my bubbles in, about to relax, and also my phone rings, and I'm like, and then they're like, oh, this is Nick from Preview Models. And I was like, oh crap. He said if we make it, we're getting called from 6 to 9. But there's also a wait list. So out of 600 people, only 10 guys make it. And I'm thinking, okay, like, obviously I'll be really grateful if I'm on the wait list, but then that's gonna drive me crazy because it's not till June and I could be waiting until May thinking, am I gonna get it, am I gonna get it? Or thinking I'm not gonna get it, and then they call me right before, you know? And he's like, you were in our top 10 of the guys, and we want you, and we want to talk to you tomorrow and see if this is for you, and if you can sign with us. And I was like freaking out, like no way. Like out of 600 people, I made the top 10 of the guys. And I was just like freaking out, like, oh my gosh, like thank you so much. Like I was like extremely grateful because I did not expect that. And again, having had all of these fails, thinking like, okay, kept failing, then finally got something, then they went bankrupt, and then applied to this, made it. Now I'm just like, man, this is crazy. So pretty much the next day I signed, they gave me all the information, and we had some practices, and now we're on our own until June. I'll take you guys there in June because I think it'll be really cool to so you guys can like experience everything with me. But long story short, I guess it is a show with America's Next Top Model, Project Runway, and Preview Models. It's a runway show, and the top 20 agencies in the world will be there. And I'll be doing the catwalk, putting on different clothes, and it's like real fast paced. And it's kind of like setting you up to get signed. So you go, you have the table with your name on it, and if the agencies like what they saw, then they'll be sitting at your table, and they'll, you know, have their pen and paper out and, you know, asking you questions, whatever, and then if they want you, they sign you. And it's like one of the best opportunities ever because they're all gonna be there, and you know, it's just like crazy to me because I put myself in that position and I didn't think I was gonna make it, but I just did it anyway. It's just kind of like, whatever, what can I lose? I go there, don't make it. Well, I did another thing that made me uncomfortable, which is gonna make me more comfortable being uncomfortable, if that makes sense. And then I made it, and this can like change a lot now because I moved back to California June 5th. Actually, maybe a little sooner, but my lease is up June 5th, and the show is June 9th. So it's like I'm there and it's perfect, and then if I get signed, I'll be there in LA, and it could just all come together perfect. So if there'd be any piece of advice that I'd give you so far, it would be put yourself in an uncomfortable situation. Obviously that is towards something that you want to do, whether it's speaking, you know, speak in front of people in public, whether it's makeup, go to makeup school, I don't know, whether it's just talking to people, you know, say something nice to somebody on the street or at a store, whatever it is. Do something small towards what you want to do, and sooner or later, the more uncomfortable you'll be, the more comfortable you'll be with being uncomfortable. I don't think you'll ever get past it, but I think when you can be okay with knowing that, hey, this is uncomfortable, I can understand that, but I'm still gonna go with it, I think that's where you'll really be successful. And man, sorry I was just like a talking head today, but I just kind of wanted to talk to you guys about all that. Oh, sorry, not to mention, after that I was kind of like, okay, you know, like I feel more confident. I went to another agency a couple days ago, and they called me back yesterday and they said they're not going to take me. So I'm already failing again, which is a plus. So that's pretty much it. I mean, thank you guys for watching, and I hope some of this can help you guys to work towards your dreams. And feel free to comment with anything you guys have, any questions, any advice, whatever it may be. And I will see you guys soon. Take care.